ultimately what you're doing is just putting the Volunteers in good field position.
In the backfield, Mario Musgrove, number 87. And here he is, Musgrove, 45, and hit hard, and 3 more Texans finish him off. It was Martinez who stuck him first, number 40.
We've seen Musgrove with some very tough yardage this year.
Well, the first play of the game last week against DeSoto went 52 yards. So the defense, when they go back on the field, drawing up something to somehow slow down the Texan rushing game. Here's Musgrove again, finds an opening near midfield, about 1.5 yards short.
And a really nice block by Justin Wade. Held his block nicely. Let Musgrove get through the hole.
Tito Medina in on the tackle. Medina with 64 stops this year. Had 13 tackles last week against Arlington High.
Leads the team in tackles and quarterback sacks.
3rd and short. Pryor near a first down. Number 35, Leonard Pryor. As they peel him off, it'll be very close and close enough for a measurement. You know, right now is about the time of the game where you'll be having halftime. A 45-minute rain delay and the bad lightning and the weather. And the game a little late in starting, but safety precautions always come first. And it is a first down for the Volunteers, as you see head coach Ken Ozzie in year number 10. From the 48, Jonathan Horton, no gain. Hit first by number 90, Frank Rogers, who was back.
And a host of other Sam Houston players. And they really missed Rogers, John. At the time, he was the leading tackler on this team, and he is certainly welcome back for this Sam Houston defense.
No gain, 2nd and a dime. Jonathan Horton will line up behind Kenny Mackner. And they're running. Jeremy Fought. And upended at the 47-yard line, maybe a yard. Medina. And the last man to get up, number 99, D. Drake.
John, last week the Volunteers only had 6 yards passing, and the strength of the Sam Houston defense is pass defense. But one of the keys that we talked about at the start was that the Volunteer offense really needed to take some chances tonight.
3rd and 9. Mattner floats it out, tipped, intended for Fought at the 40-yard line, and it'll be 4th down.
And Fought was open. Mattner just underthrew it. If he'd lobbed it out a little bit more, there would have been lots of yardage. Let's look at it again. Throwing off the back of his heels. And see, he just underthrew it a little bit, but he was wide open out there.
It was Rod Taylor who got a hand on it. 7-0, Texans leading, 3 minutes to go in the first quarter. Aaron Wall gets a little better pass from center this time. Nose up, tail down, hits at the 9, takes a Bowie roll, and goes out of bounds near the 15-yard line. They're going to mark it at the 13.
One of the bright spots of Bowie this year has been their punting game, and Aaron Wall has had a lot of opportunities to do that this year, but 37 punts, 38 now on the year, and 41-yard average plus, and he really does a very nice job consistently in the punting game.
34 yards on that one. So the Texans have it for the 3rd time. They have punted, they have scored, and now their 3rd possession. Mark Clayton goes wide left, number 6. Flood and 2 others, and not much at all. Maybe a yard for Rod Taylor.
Flood needed to cut inside. There you see number 52, who really held his block nicely. Just kept forcing his man out.
Gaspard with the stop.
Nathan Horton and Gaspard also went on the tackle. 2nd down, 9. Wishbone, Martinez the right half. This is Sherdania Mitchell. And Mitchell with a yard loss, upended by Andrew LeGrand, and also in the backfield, number 44, Adam Karnoski, who had a whale of a game last week on defense.
That he did, and he is always around the football. And LeGrand, from his strong safety position, good recognition of the play and great pursuit.
So it's 3rd and 10. Mark Spradling, number 29, goes wide right. Wide left, Mark Clayton. 3rd and 10 for Brandon Hassel. Motion and a penalty marker. Texans may have been a little early trying to get off the ball.
Like a Kiko Thompson in the backfield taking a step towards the line of scrimmage.
Illegal procedure against the offense. 5 yards from the previous spot. 3rd down.
Reggie Anderson, tonight's referee. So they'll mark off 5 yards and bring up 3rd and 15. The Texans lead this all-time series, 8 wins, 5 losses, and 1 tie. But since 1993, the Volunteers have won 3 games against Sam Houston. Hassel tosses to Martinez, trying to look for an avenue. It closes. Number 46, Danny Schwab, on the takedown and a 1.5 yard loss.
Volunteer defense has made adjustments early in this game. Texans had a little success in the first series running wide, but Volunteers having nothing to do with it here on their second possession.
And standing 4 yards deep in the end zone is Chris Cowan. Josh Stapleton back deep for the Volunteers. Here's the rush. Gets it away. Stapleton up with a hand and secures it at the 44-yard line. A 36-yard punt by Chris Cowan. And possession number 3 for the Volunteers, trailing 7-0 with 42 seconds left in the first quarter.
A game of adjustments, and we saw defensive coordinator Jeff Kemp going over the chalkboard with his defensive team, and they responded.
Elkin Ozee, all kinds of health problems, and he's back as full as he can be. Mario Musgrove, the ball carrier.
Well, Ken got a workout. He had to move in and out of the dressing room 3 or 4 times, and I'm sure that he was more pleased to see this game started than anyone, so he wouldn't have to go back into the dressing room.
Loss of a couple of yards. Mattner gives to Pryor. And Pryor squeezes out about 4 yards. And that is the last play of the first quarter. As we come back, the Volunteers will have it 3rd down, and the Texans lead it 7-0. The Volunteers face